Welcome to the class. Today we are going to learn about insightful learning theory, or it is also popular as gestalt theory of learning. So in our previous class we already discussed one topic or one learning theory, that is trial and error method of learning, that was actually given by Edward Lee Thorndike, and that theory is totally opposite from today's one, that is insightful learning theory. In our last previous class we discussed the physical impact or the mainly physical factor impact on learning, but here in this theory we are totally come to the opposite side to know about insightful learning theory, because in case of this theory it is related to our mental factor or mental acceptance or mental activities. So here we are going to talk about four major points or four major questions that is focused for the class. And here first one, that is what is insight. So here insight meaning it is about 1 marks, and gestalt it is for 2 marks, and the third one, that is for the characteristics of insightful learning, here it is for 4 or 6 marks. Again, the last one, that is what is the measure experiment of insightful learning, it is also about 4 or 6 marks. But sometimes in your examination it will come as what is insightful learning or describe or explain insightful learning theory. So sometimes it will come for your examination with 4 or 6 marks. So be prepare yourself, and with this video you will get all the ideas about this theory so that you could write easily without having any problem. So let's start the class. Okay, so here the first point, that is the what is insight or meaning of insight. So insight means learning that appears to come suddenly. Okay, in psychology the word insight means a sudden understanding of meaningful relationship among different aspects of a situation. Just assume you are moving towards a market to buy something, and the distance between you and the market is about 1 kilometer. You are walking on the road towards the market or towards your destination. Slowly you are moving 200 meters. In the back a bike will come towards you, and you ask for him to take lift, and if the person can, then he will take you to your destination, so that you will achieve your goal or destination, or you will reach your destination before the time you walk on the road. Okay, so that means if the situation is you are moving towards somewhere and it is about 1 kilometer, if it will take 1 minute. Okay, when you ask for the person, or ask to the person to take lift, and you will reach the destination then 30 seconds. So here the word insight how actually impact, it is certainly you thought if you will take lift from the person, then you will reach your destination easily without having any problem or very soon. So the activity or the thought that was actually come to your mind to take leave from the person and reach your destination before, or rather if you, before you walk on the road. Okay, so that means learning is that which actually comes suddenly to your mind, and based on that you will going to learn something or do some work. Okay, so learning that appears suddenly. Okay, here our next focus, that is what is gestalt. So gestalt means it's a actually German word, and that means shape, whole or total pattern or the surface or the configuration. So mainly gestalt means whole or total or a single shape. Okay, total pattern or whole or shape rather than parts. Okay, so it means a thing cannot be understood by the study of its constituent parts, but only by the study of it as a totality or whole. We can learn about anything, we can get some idea or understood something about any topic or anything, not in case of constituent parts, but by study that one in a whole. Okay, so if you are going to read a poem or to understand the meaning of that poem, you will learn the poem as a whole, because in case of parts you will not get the poem easily. Okay, so it means that people can learn anything easily by study the situation, by facing the situation, or by perceive the situation totality or as a whole, not as a parts. Okay, so this is gestalt. Now the gestalt theory was developed by three German psychologists. First one is Wolfgang Kohler, next one is Kurt Koffka, and the third one is Max Wertheimer. Okay, so these three persons, Kohler, Koffka, or Wertheimer. So Max Wertheimer was known as the father of gestalt theory. Okay, and Wolfgang Kohler was the chief mediator for the group. But regarding insightful learning theory, Kohler was known as the father of insightful learning. Okay, or it is actually Max Wertheimer the father of Gestalt, but Gestaltism. But regarding the theory which we are going to learn today, it is actually given by Kohler. Okay, I think you do not have any doubt with this point. So here let's proceed to the next, that is characteristics of insightful learning. So here first one is learning occurs suddenly. So in case of insightful learning theory, we can say that learning that occurs suddenly is known as insightful learning. Okay, next is the learning that is where whole is important than parts. In case of insightful learning, it avoids trial and error method of learning given by Edward Lee Thorndike, or that one known as actually blind mechanical process. Okay, so next one, that is this insightful learning theory mainly focus to the intellectual level of human, or mental capacity or mental ability of the human. I have already told you that the trial and error method of learning give emphasis on physical level of the child, but in case of insightful learning theory, this is mainly focused with intellectual level of human. Again, the next one, that is this theory give emphasis on power of observation, perception, and insight of learner. So this point define that this theory actually mainly based on the your observation, your perception, and your insight. Okay, because it could not give emphasis on physical appearances. Okay, it mainly focus on intellectual level, or in case of intellectual level, observation, perception, and insight are the parts of this intellectual level. Okay, so next, that is depends upon the capacity of organism, experience, and maturation. So insightful learning mainly depends upon the capacity of your organism, okay, your experience and maturation. So these three points, or these three activities or things are important for insightful learning, because your experience provide you the knowledge based on which you can take your sudden decision towards any activity to learn. Okay, and also maturation give impact on that, and your capacity of organism. Okay, so here our last, that is the main experiment of insightful learning theory. So Kohler in the year 1925 performed a set of experiments with a chimpanzee. The name of the chimpanzee is Sultan, and the chimpanzee was actually put inside a cage, and in the cage was a bunch of bananas hanging from the roof, and a box was kept inside the cage. The chimpanzee tried to get the bananas, but the chimpanzee was unable to catch the bananas because it's about his height. So finally, the chimpanzee used the box, climb on it to reach the bananas. Okay, so in another experiment, the chimpanzee required 2 or 3 boxes to reach the bananas. He succeeded in reaching the bananas by placing a box on the top of the other. Okay, first the chimpanzee climbed the first box and get the bananas. Again the chimpanzee join both the boxes and again claim the both the boxes and get the bananas. And in the last experiment here, in this experiment, the banana actually bunch was kept outside the cage and the two sticks were placed in the cage. After several tries, the chimpanzee joined the stick to reach the bananas. Okay, so from this experiment, we can say that first time the chimpanzee tried like trial and error method, trying many times but could not reach the bananas because the bananas was kept in the on the roof of the cage, but the chimpanzee could not reach the banana by jumping on. After some time, the chimpanzee sudden thought that if he was actually climb on the box, then he will get the banana. Okay, again in case of sticks, if the chimpanzee use the stick, then he can reach the banana, so he could eat the bananas. Okay, so in first trial, first one box was kept inside the cage, and second time another box was kept the cage, because first in one box when he caged the bananas, in case of second in case of the second trial or second experiment, the chimpanzee put another put another box, actually join both the boxes to reach the banana. In case of last experiment, it is first the chimpanzee tried to catch the bananas by using one stick, but in case of slowly last time, in case of the cat will not catch the, actually in case of the chimpanzee will not get the banana because the stick was short. Again he does one thing, again joins the another stick and catch the or reach the banana. Okay, so this is all about the theory, insightful learning theory. Okay, so here is a picture which shows about, which will provide you the idea to the theory insightful learning. Okay, so thank you. If you face any doubt, then you can ask me. Okay, so thank you for the class, and let's watch the video, and if you face any problem, then ask me. Okay, don't hesitate to ask.